Hi, welcome to today's next session. That is June 19th video sessions. Remember one point. On first day, we'll give you notes and you are supposed to read it. That means yesterday I gave you notes related to Indian economy and Indian polity. After going through that entire notes, we will explain them in video, so it will be very easy for you. So before day, earlier day, whatever the earlier day is there, you will be going through the entire notes. In the followed day we'll explain everything, so which will bring a good relation between you and me, because first of all you are reading the notes and then you are going through my class. Then you can accept something into your mind. For example, if I'm directly explaining everything and after that I'll be giving notes to you, it will lead to some sort of confusion. So day 1 you'll be reading the notes, day 2 I'll be explaining the concepts, and day 2 you'll be reading the notes again. Day 3 I'll be explaining the same concepts. It will be like that. So actually our program started yesterday. So yesterday you have some notes in your hand, and please go through that notes. Then I will explain each and every point which is there in the notes, and I'll add some point also which are not there in the notes. For that I'll be sending you two types of notes. One is a typed one in the form of soft copy. It will be available in your WhatsApp, it will be available in your Telegram, it will be available in my app also. And at the same time I'll be sending handwritten notes also. So two kinds of notes will be there with you. One is a typed one and the other one is a handwritten one. Both are soft copies only. So let us start with the next session of today's economy. Now in this session I'll be dealing with banking in ancient India. So whenever you have this concept, you are supposed to mention Mauryans. This is one more circle connected with this, and you are supposed to learn about Shrenis, one or the other way, merchants, not one or the other way, exactly merchants. Sethis, no, here you can use the word one or the other way. So they are bankers, the people with money. Any kind of banking instruments are there, for example like any kind of checks, any kind of DDs, or any kind of negotiable instruments are there or not. Coinage, gold coins, silver coins. So we have 5 points on the board. One is related to Shrenis and the other one is related to Sethis, and you have Mauryans, you have negotiable instruments, and you have coinage also. So when it is medieval economy, I'll be taking this entire part in detail. I'll be taking this particular session with respect to banking only. If it is related to medieval economy, I was supposed to take agricultural activities, various crops, various metals, external trade, internal trade, seaborne trade, internal water trade. So many things will be there. But when it comes to banking, I have a limited scope in explaining the concept. When it is a medieval economy or ancient economy, I can expand it. But now I'm strictly limiting myself to these five concepts only. So, very first thing is Mauryans. So, Mauryans in ancient India, Mauryans are the first rulers who introduced negotiable instruments. For example, Mauryan Empire. Now, present day compare whatever the present day countries are there. I'll be taking few countries. So, Mauryan economy, Mauryan Empire is from Afghanistan to entire India, maximum part of India. So, I'm taking for example Visakhapatnam. If there is any merchant in Visakhapatnam and who wants to do business in Afghanistan, he was supposed to cross maximum part of South India and North India. Then he was supposed to enter into Afghanistan. So here Visakhapatnam and here you have Afghanistan. This particular individual is supposed to travel this distance by carrying so much of gold and silver. From this point to this point, you have thick forest. There is a possibility of thieves and bandicoots. So, in Visakhapatnam, the representatives of Mauryan Empire are going to issue a negotiable instrument like a paper or something like that. That negotiable instrument will be exchanged in Afghanistan. So, in Visakhapatnam, the merchant is supposed to give gold or silver. In return, he will get some negotiable instrument. So that negotiable instrument in terms of a sheet or a paper or made up of leather or anything. Paper is not there. Maybe it is made up of leather or something like that. So that will be, or even cloth, that will be exchanged in Afghanistan. So in Afghanistan, as this negotiable instrument, that sheet of paper or sheet of leather or sheet of cloth is containing the Mauryan Emperor's seal, that will be easily exchanged in Afghanistan. So here he will get his gold and silver and he can complete his business, and whatever the amount is there, for that amount again he can take a negotiable instrument, again he can come back to Visakhapatnam very peacefully. So no tension of thieves and bandicoots, no tension of losing gold and silver, no tension of nothing. So here he is going to take a negotiable instrument by exchanging gold and silver. Here also exchanging of gold and silver in terms of instrument. So present day you can compare it with a check or a demand draft. So this entire explanation indicates that in ancient India we have a system, a banking system based on this negotiable instrument, and this negotiable instrument is called Adesha. So Adesha means government order instructing someone. This negotiable instrument is called as Adesha, which can be compared with present day check or demand draft. So, in ancient India, we have banking system or not? Yes, we have a full-fledged banking system. Now, for that you need people, and these two people are supposed to play major role in this system. For example, Srenis are group of merchants. In ancient Sri Lankan Buddhist literature, there is one book called, we have Nikayas, Anguttara Nikaya, Deganikaya, Deepavamsa, Mahavamsa, so many books are there. From one of the books, there is a mentioning that in a forest under one tree, the Buddha was doing meditation and 400 carts, bullock carts, crossed him. All these carts are carrying sugar. Now that much of huge business used to be there in ancient India. Remember, in ancient Sri Lankan Buddhist literature, it is mentioned that while Buddha was meditating under a tree, 400 carts and 400 businessmen in bullock carts by taking huge amount of sugar in each cart past the Buddha. It indicates that huge business is there in ancient India. 400 carts of sugar. So it indicates that these carts are carried by Shrenis, or you can call them as guild also. Group of merchants. Now Shrenis, you have merchant. Sethi, you have the banker. If any money transaction is there or money requirement is there, these people used to play a role, like present day banking system. So this is a full-fledged established banking system. You have the negotiable instruments, you have the merchants, you have the bankers, and at the same time you have gold and silver coins also. And when you go through a little bit beyond this Mauryan Empire, there is a mention of gold coins in latter Vedic period also. Although we cannot say anything related to the seals obtained in Indus Valley civilization. What are they exactly? What is the purpose of those seals exactly? Whether they are identity cards or negotiable instruments or any agreements like bills of exchange or any promissory note or any directly or indirectly it is a currency, you cannot say, you cannot conclude something like that. But when you move to latter Vedic period, there is mentioning of few items. For that also no conclusion is there. Few items mentioning is there, few metals mentioning is there related to gold, which are indicating that they may be coins. And when you move a little bit towards Mauryans, you have a Pakka coinage system. When you move further to Guptas, a beautiful establishment of coinage. So in ancient India, you have coins, yes. You have bankers, yes. You have merchants, yes. You have negotiable instruments, yes. So everything, for all categories of answers, it is yes, 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 yes only. So remember one thing, we Indians have taught so many things to remaining parts of the world. We have given them the cotton, Indus Valley people. We have given the world Eka wheel. We have given Oxford Circle. We have given, if I'm starting mentioning, we have given, then the Western people will be start crying, and even the Chinese also will start crying. So this is all about the banking in ancient India. In my next session, I'll be taking with banking in medieval India. Thank you.